Alrighty, well, we're going to get started on this and help you guys out with your getting ready for your math test tomorrow. So the first thing we're going to do is identify the terms and the like terms in the expression. So identifying is what we're doing. We're looking for terms. The first thing we need to do then is we need to rewrite this expression. So we go 3 plus negative x plus x squared plus negative 3x. That's the first thing. So right there, we've rewritten it so that it's all addition. Now, all those plus signs can be changed to commas. So now we can look at our terms. Our terms are 3, negative x, x squared, and negative 3x. Then we can find the like terms. The like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. So in this case then, the only like terms that there are the negative x and the negative 3x. They're like terms because they both have an x. So like terms are negative x and negative 3x. Next, we're going to simplify the expression. So in order to do that, we need, again, I'm going to change this minus to a plus a negative, and this minus to a plus a negative. Then I'm going to look. I've got two fractions. One has a denominator of 8, the other has a denominator of 2. I'm going to change that 2 to an 8. And in order to do that, I had to multiply by 4. So I multiply 1 by 4, which is 4. And now I can add my numerators. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. So we have 1/8 x. And then we have negative 2 plus negative 9, which means we have plus negative 11. But if you've been paying attention in class, this is good and all, but it's better to have 1/8 x minus 11. So in this next one, we've got plus a negative, and so we're just going to take care of the two z terms first. I'm going to grab a calculator here, 6.2 plus negative 2.3. That gives me 3.9. And that's with a z behind it. Then the next part is negative 8.7 plus 9.1, and again I grab a calculator to do that. And that's plus 0.4. Find the sum. Well, again, we've got we lack a common denominator here. We can just ignore this the parentheses here because we're not subtracting. We don't need to do a huge amount of rewriting. We can go minus a negative, or sorry, plus a negative here and plus a negative there. Here plus negative, there plus negative, everywhere a plus negative, negative. Old MacDonald had a farm. Anyway, 3 becomes a 6. This 2 becomes a 6. And so if we're doing that, this 1 becomes a 2, and this 1 becomes a 3. So we're adding 2 plus 3, which is 5. So we have 5/6 x. Then we have to add negative 8 and negative 2, and that's negative 10. And so if you don't mind, instead of me writing down plus negative 10, I'm just going to write down minus 10. The next one, I'm going to change things up here. We tackle the minus signs on the inside first. That's plus negative 6, and this is plus negative 8. And for some of you, it would be helpful to just rewrite this as 1/2 x plus negative 6. But then we have to change all the signs because of this negative sign. So I'll do that here. We'll go plus negative 1/6 x plus 8. Now to add 1/2 with 1/6, we've got to get a common denominator of 6. So this becomes a 6. this becomes a 3. 3 plus -1 is going to be 2. So we have 2/6 x. Now, -6 plus 8 is +2. But we like to have simplified fractions, so 2/6 can actually be simplified to 1/3. So we have 1/3 x plus 2. Okay, so we're going to distribute here. So 1/4 gets multiplied here and here. 1/4 of 8 is 2, so we have 2x. 1/4 of 20 is 5. And then we have plus 9x. We can add 2x with 9x. That makes 11x plus 5. Over here, we're going to distribute the -1.6. So it's -1.6r plus -3.2, because that's the product of 1.6 and 2, plus 5. Adding our like terms together, -1.6 has no like term. -3.2 plus 5 is 1.8. So next we're factoring by using the greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of 8 and 48 is 8. So we'll factor out 8. I multiply 1 by 8 to get 8, so that just leaves me with x. I multiply 6 by 8 to get 48, so that gives me a 6 here, and then a y. Number 9, I'm asked to factor out 1/9 out of this expression. So write down the 1/9. And I would multiply 1 by 1/9 to get 1/9. So that just leaves me with x plus 1 times 10 would give me 10. And then 1 times 9 would, well, 9 times 1 would give me the 9 down the bottom. So this would be 1/9 times the quantity x plus 10. And then for this part, I'm going to use a calculator. I'm going to put the -4.3 outside the parentheses. Then I'm going to grab the calculator and go 12.9 divided by -4.3. That gives me -3b plus, because this was a minus sign here, so I know that this is plus a negative, if you will. But we've got -21.5 divided by -4.3. That gives us a +5. So there's our answer. All right. Let's look at the next page. Story problems. So each person in a group buys a movie ticket, a drink, and a popcorn. How much does the group pay when there are 5 people in the group? So what they really want you to do first is they want you to say, oh, it's $6.25 per person plus $2.75 per person plus $3 per person. Meaning that each person spends 6.25 plus 2.75 plus 3, $12 to go out to the movies. So each person is spending $12 on their movie going. So then we know that there's 5 people in the group. So we go 12 times 5. And 12 times 5 is 60. So when 5 people go to the movie, they spend $60, which nowadays It costs even more than that. So, yeah. All right. A rectangular swimming pool has a length of L yards and a width of 4 less than its length. It's always good to draw a picture on a problem like this. We've got L, and then we have L minus 4. And we want the border. So how much does it cost to border the outside of the pool? So that's perimeter. So we're going to go L plus L plus L minus 4 plus L minus 4. 1L plus 1L plus 1L plus 1L is 4 L's. And negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. So that's the perimeter. So how much does it cost? Well, it's going to cost 1 yard tiles are what we're using. And each of those 1 yard tiles costs $4. So all we're going to need to do is substitute that L with 4. So we're going to go 4 and then L, then minus 8. Oh, sorry, 4 times 4. Sorry, that was the cold talking. 4 times 4, because $4 for each tile. Times 8, or minus 8, sorry. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 8 tells us that it's going to cost us $8. I don't like that. That's saying that there's 4 yards. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I realized what this problem is actually asking afterwards. My cold's bugging me. I'm sorry, guys. This is just saying, I'm making this mountain out of a molehill here. We're multiplying 4 by the perimeter. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wasn't thinking. I'm sorry about that. And I can't go back and take away the video, so you're going to have to deal with me making a mistake. Sorry. So we're going to distribute 4 times 4 is 16. And then minus 8. So if the length of the pool was 1 yard, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, then it would be $8, but that doesn't make sense. So, yeah. So when you see your test tomorrow, you're going to have a problem that's similar to this, where you're just going to find the perimeter, and then you're going to multiply the price to that value that you found. All right, next. Square patio has a perimeter. What's the length? So remember, a square patio means that we have 4 sides, and all 4 sides are equal. So we're going to pull out a 4, and 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 times 3 is 12. So this means that the length is 4x plus 3. 2 more here. I'm going to clear this off because it seems to work better when I do that. My computer's slowing down here. The way to do this is to combine like terms, so I'm going to change that minus to a plus negative. So we got negative 5 plus negative 1, that's negative 6, plus 2.5. So I'm grabbing the calculator, negative 6 plus 2.5 is negative 3.5. Negative 3.5. My computer's very slow. And then we have 4.5 plus 3, which is 7.5. And now all we want to do is find out what happens when x equals 3. So we go 3x, or 3.5, where 3 goes in for x, plus 7.5. So negative 3.5 plus 3, or sorry, negative 3.5 times 3 gives us negative 10.5 plus 7.5. So negative 10.5 plus 7.5, that gives us negative 3. Last one, we have populations of 2 cities. It says, what is the difference? So we're going to subtract the 2 populations. We're going to go negative 500 t plus 250,000 then minus, we got to be careful here, we need parentheses, 200 t plus 300,000 So I'd like to change my signs without rewriting the problem. So I go plus, this becomes negative, this becomes negative. So we have negative 500t and negative 200t. That makes negative 700t. Then we have 250,000 minus 300,000, so that'd be plus negative 50,000. And so then we want to know what's the difference in populations when t equals 5. So we substitute. We go 700, and then 5 plus negative 500,000, or 50,000, sorry. So that's negative 700 times 5 is negative 3,500 plus negative 50,000 and then finally our answer to this is negative 53,500. So that's the difference. It tells us a couple things real quick. It tells us that because this difference is negative, City 2 has more people than City 1. And moreover, I'm going to guess that City 1 is actually losing population, where City 2 is actually increasing in population. Just all sorts of little things like that. But that's what they're asking you to do for the problem. And hopefully that helps you guys in getting ready for your test. So, see you tomorrow.